I have lived on my own for about 2 years now. I have a very small house I'm able to afford pretty comfortably. In this house, I have an attic area. I guess you can say it's 5 by 5 meters in size, so you can only stand in there in the very center. Anyway, I work the night shift at a factory. I basically just sit on my phone all night, so I usually get in at around 8 a.m. I was coming home last Thursday during a heavy storm, and I got into the house and just went to sleep. When I woke up, I went on my phone and saw that I didn't check my notifications. I have a Ring camera outside my door, which shows me anyone who would come into my room. I saw that it had been tripped at 7:42 a.m. Remember, I get in around 8 a.m. I checked the video and saw that it was a man. He was pressed right up to the door and was fumbling around with the handle. He did this for about 10 seconds until he spotted the camera, and once he did, he very quickly ran away. This was very unsettling, but it didn't entirely creep me out or anything. I mean, I worked the night shift anyway. I got up to go make some food and discovered something in my kitchen. My back window seemed to be open. Of course, I instantly started having thoughts of a home intruder, but slowly chilled out as I convinced myself I had left it open. But the rest of the day consisted of this, just noticing small things that didn't seem quite right, that scared me, all up until a point. I leave for work at 10 p.m., so I was watching some TV at around 9 o'clock. I spotted something that made my heart leap into my throat. Out of the corner of my eye, I could see it. My attic entrance was slowly being slid open. I can so vividly remember that I began questioning my sanity. Surely I was just hallucinating or something. I looked over at it and absolutely saw something that made me so much more scared. I saw fingers wrap around the hatch and began moving it more. I didn't know what to do. I could feel the panic beginning to really get to me, and I wasn't sure if I should just leave the house or call the police, or if I should yell at someone who was up there. So I chose a mixture of both. I began dialing 911 and ran to my bedroom where I could lock the door. As soon as I began running, I heard the hatch almost get torn off with the speed at which it moved. I arrived at my bedroom door and locked it. I peeked out to look down the corridor, and only for a second I could see a little piece of blackness up in my attic. Then I saw the human hands starting to come out. I yelled, "Whoever is there, I'm calling the police, and I have a gun." By the way, I do not own a gun. "If you take a step out of there, I will shoot you." The adrenaline was really making my hands and voice shake, but I tried sounding as tough as I could. I then saw something that I truly do not think I will ever forget. The hands slipped back into the dark, and he dropped down. I slammed my door shut and locked it as quickly as I could. The call went through and I was able to get on a line with the police, and they dispatched officers to my house. I told them I didn't know if the man was armed or not, and the dispatcher told me to calm down and stay on the line. I heard the man walking to my door and rattling my handle. It seems he went through my cupboards in my kitchen, all of them. I could hear all the commotion out there. To be honest, I don't know why he stayed. I would have just left, but he stayed right up until the police came in and arrested him. Apparently, he was a homeless man and was armed with a knife from my kitchen, and he had been recently seen in the area trying to get into the other houses. Truth be told, I'm very frightened to sleep still. I now sleep with my bedroom door locked and all my windows closed. I also sleep with a knife under my pillow. I know that this is unlikely to ever happen again, but there's no way I can forget the way he dropped down from my attic. This is the scariest thing that has ever happened to me.